I said, hey yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Mojados, and we're back with another video. Man, oh man, the past 24 hours have been an absolute shit show, but at least we're getting some green price action right now in the markets. Everybody is cooling off, and it's kind of funny, right? How fast the sentiment in this market changes, right? Because one moment everybody's panicking, targets are 12K again, and the next moment, oh, everything is fine. And guys, like, if there's not a lesson in that, then I don't know what to say except that crypto is the most greatest market in the world because people are just so unstable. And if you're really a sniper in these markets, guys, you can make so much goddamn money because, man, oh man, like after watching so much like happen in 7 years, because this is again about to be my second completed cycle because I jumped into 2017 cycle like around the mid to the end of that cycle, like pretty much buying the top, full round trip, and then doing very well in 2021, and now pretty much seeing it now in like 2020 vision, this whole entire cycle right now, like we're in the middle or towards like the middle end of the market, in my opinion, where basically we have one more big leg up, and then after that, it's pretty much going to be over. And that's probably a bad way to start the video, but I'm going to show you guys what I'm watching for. And I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you the truth. Because again, right now, when we look at total, right, and this is something I've shared on April 7th, I spoke about how total is pretty much chopping along. We're getting ready to move up again. The trend is bullish, but there was a flush. And this is why I talked about I would not be shocked if green is tapped. Guess what happens? Green gets fucking tapped. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is your flush. We're clearly in a bull trend, right? And guys, this is probably the best thing you can ask for to continue going higher. And as we get ready to go higher, this next leg up is going to be probably historic, right? Because we're probably going to run to like maybe, I don't know, 5 trillion, 10 trillion, who knows, 4.5 trillion. I don't know what number it's going to be. I'm not here to give you guys predictions, but definitely it's possible that, that was the bottom. And I do believe I have like a 90% chance that this was the bottom. We probably chop here and then are going to start going higher, right? I don't care how the correction plays out. I'm not here to try to find out exactly how it's going to play out. Most of us should just be buying and holding. But most of you are not trying to do that. You guys think you're traders. You guys end up buying and selling, getting wrecked. Don't do that. Just buy and hold high conviction projects. Buy and hold projects that are generating revenue, have user activity, and are, have a strong community. That's really what most of you guys got to do. But you guys are out there buying vaporware and then getting rugged, right? Just like, when are you guys going to learn? But listen, hey, to each their own. And so right now you watch Bitcoin, we just swept the low, which is very, very good because basically from March 20th, this was your low. This takes the bottom out, and now we are getting ready to go higher, right? So depending on how this plays out, I don't know exactly how. We are still floating above this 3-week demand zone, something that I've covered in the previous videos. Basically, this is a level of support right now. It has bounced off 2 times now. And as long as we hold above it, then this is going to be a support. And the next level of support is 52K. So, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but nothing will shock me. Again, we're in crypto. This is pretty much the name of the game. But the fact that we've had such a strong wick at this deviation, there's good reasons to believe that, hey, listen, this might be the bottom. We might start getting ready to go higher. But, always be on your toes because, honestly, nothing surprises me anymore. But again, Bitcoin is chopping at this level. We're going to see how this weekly close in 54 minutes looks like. But again, it doesn't really matter how it closes. The overall trend, as you can see, is running up here all the way from 15K. We have a clear subdivision of pretty much however you want to count it. Like, this is 3 waves, right? So we probably have one more wave up here somewhere. I don't know how it looks like, but the idea here is that we have one last leg up, and this is what I mean, right? So, 100,000, 120,000, 110,000, I don't give a fuck because I am pretty much an altcoin holder right now, and I think 99% of us that are investing are buying altcoins because that's going to be where the biggest gains are made. So, that's pretty evident for most of us, right? And when we look at Ethereum here, we saw a massive drop here or correction play out. So we're going to see what happens. I do know that the ETF is lingering here around May, so we're going to see what happens. But, this also looks like a deviation. It did go much lower here, but recovered very well. So, I don't really have any opinions on this, except that, this is probably going to start going up again soon because, again, the ETF is right around the corner, and there's absolutely no reason to be concerned with Ethereum. Also, XRP, one coin that is continuing to range, continuing to chop, and man, like, this coin has been extremely controversial. I've actually written a thread about this, on X, so if you guys want to check it out, feel free to. But again, as long as we're holding above green, there's no reason to be nervous. If we break below and this becomes a resistance, then I will probably be cutting my position on this, because this is the main level that we want to hold. The main area of support and resistance across this whole entire chart is this area. So, we'll see what happens. But at the same time, depending on what this recovery looks like, is it a V shape? Is it not? We'll see what happens. But it kind of reminds me of this area right here before going up again. So we'll see what happens. And it's gonna be interesting, right? Because we've just been consolidating for so goddamn long. We don't know exactly how this is gonna play out. Nobody knows exactly how it's gonna play out. But hey, I'm definitely gonna punt along on this one. It's actually my biggest holding at this moment. So we'll see what actually happens. So again, that's gonna be a game patience there. Also, if you guys are not following, this is exactly what I've been talking about for fucking months. Like, I don't know what to say to you guys except that I'm a fucking G. I'm literally a fucking G, right? Because I said that total was gonna probably dump at this level, and I've also said that the dominance level for fucking stable coins is gonna stop at this level. And guess what? We literally wicked, and we're probably gonna start dumping again. Like, this shit is like a fucking, like, I don't know. It's like a movie right now for me. I think I'm in my prime. I'm tooting my own horn right now in this video, but like, damn, the way that I've been able to play this has been incredible. I feel like some of it is luck, but I'm very happy about it. And I've also posted this chart on X. So, this is probably going to start dumping. Maybe we start seeing, like, you could see like a little bit of choppiness, but I definitely see us going back down again. And it's the exact same thing we saw back over here, guys. So, like, I don't know what to say, but this is fucking perfectly matching. We see the signs here in total. We see the signs here in the stablecoin dominance. And the one other thing that I was wrong about, like, I was right about two things, right? Like, I was on the money with the stablecoins dominance, pretty much rejecting at that level, and I was on the money for bouncing out this area, but I was wrong about dominance. And it's okay to be wrong. If anybody is saying that they're always right and they never made a mistake, you should actually be not following them, because they're fucking lying. Anybody who has traded the markets for 7 years or 5 years or 3 years, I don't even care if it's 1 year, bro. If they say they've never made a mistake, they're fucking lying to you. Unfollow them. They're fucking bullshit. But again, I don't know why I went off on a tangent there, but there's just so much garbage out there in this space. And the reason why I believe that we were going to dump here was because we're at a resistance. It's very obvious that this level around 60 has been a resistance, and it still can turn to resistance if this is the top right here for dominance. So we'll see what actually happens, but it wicks. And I did share it in a private Discord for some of my followers that I have. I shared a chart here. I didn't want to make it public. Basically, this definitely had like a inverse head and shoulders like pattern here that we might have had one last leg up, and it definitely did play out that way. So, definitely was something that definitely like was underlooked, something on my end. Like, I definitely like to improve, and that's something that did happen to play out. But damn, we did not expect alts to dump the way they did, guys. Yesterday I was like down like 6 figures on my portfolio, so it is what it is. This is the name of the game. I'm still gonna continue holding alts. I've actually bought Crown, so be fully transparent with you guys. I did the 25K clip into Crown here, sub $1, so I'm up like 10% already on this one. But I believe Crown is going to $10, and I think it could even get up to $40 to $50. I don't know exactly how high it can get, but at 185 million market cap, this is fucking crazy because of user activity, the deposits in the game. The staking hit an all-time high. The rewards are hitting all-time highs. They're partnered with the Kentucky Derby. Coinbase invested in them. Like, there's no like hidden lockup periods where like somebody's gonna dump or some shit. Like, there's just so much good things going for this. Like, and the main thing for me is user activity, guys. Like, user activity, USDC deposits, and people are racing. So this is like a It's known for being a horse racing game. You can bet on horses, but there's also other things like the NFT ecosystem that it has, where people are literally making money breeding horses, guys. It's insane. There's so many levels and facets you can take this game into, and so again, I'm just super bullish on it. I definitely think it could reach $10 very, very, very easily. So we'll see what happens when it gets up there. But I just wanted to share with you guys full transparency before this goes on an absolute fucking tear. So right now, what can we expect for Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance? Probably Bitcoin starts going up from here. Bitcoin dominance, is going to be interesting to monitor, because if it goes up, then that's going to be important to watch. But if it starts going down while Bitcoin is going up, that means that the altcoin season that I have drawn out here is going to start. And I look at this stuff week over week because I want to be prepared, right? It's okay if I'm wrong. As long as at the end of the cycle we make fucking millions, it does not matter if I'm wrong here and there, right? Because at the end of the day, I've met my goal, right? The point is to make money. And if we're making money like we have throughout the cycle, if you guys have been following long enough, we've done extremely well, thank God. That's pretty much the whole point of all this, right? So, stablecoin dominance holding up here very well. Probably starts chopping soon, like we saw back here in the last alt season. ETH chopping along here. XRP, very interesting. Let's see if it can continue to hold there. Bitcoin chopping at these levels. And just to take a look at some other stuff here, guys, Total 2, just want a quick look at that. This wick lower than I would have liked. Why? Because again, this is a level of support here. So holding above this area, I think this is a 2-month. Yeah, this is a 2-month demand zone. So let's see if it can continue to hold at this level. I would like to see this, chop sideways here before going up again, because this is pretty much indicative of what altcoins are going to do. And the hints are there, guys. The hints are there. This is your number one hit, in my opinion. This has done a very good job indicating altcoin season. We saw the bounce very clearly here on the 1 week demand zone here for total. And dominance, guys, it's a 50-50, but it's going to be important to watch the divergences between Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin when the market starts shaping up to the upside again. So this is little things. And then, of course, we're looking at commodities right now. Gold on an absolute monstrous tear. Something that I've shared on X, guys. I mean, if you guys are not following me on X, I started a thread back in 2021, updated it all the way until 2022 before I was banned. And then I just updated it again, right? Because this is what it's about, right? Identifying levels, holding those levels, and then you can clearly see what happens when we hold those levels. Price went on an absolute fucking tear. We pretty much did an amazing call for gold before I was banned. I wasn't able to update this thread. It actually, lots of stuff that disappeared on my side, on my X. Some of it was like corrupted, some of it didn't recover, but yeah, not gonna go on right there. Pretty much this was very, very clean. I added Peter Schiff when Bitcoin was going on a bull run because all the gold bugs were flipping out while Bitcoin is making new all-time highs. Basically saying, yeah, the 10-year performance sucks, but guess what? This chart is monstrous, right? And so basically saying that we're holding above the 6-month supply zone or demand zone. And then what happens afterwards is a very nice 50% bounce, guys. This is what you call patience. This is what you call, conviction. And again, I just plot out the levels here, and we're on an absolute tear. I did not buy that much gold, but I did buy like a lot of like jewelry in gold, like 100%, like gold pieces, if you want to call it. But like it was kind of like some jewelry that I bought and spent some good money on it. And right now, the ounces are flying, so happy with that. But obviously, guys, we're buying crypto because most of crypto is going to go crazy. Like the RR is so much better in crypto. But I do have some gold, so that's something that's nice there. And, we're seeing this continue to run. I think every single pullback for gold is for buying. Would not be shocked if we saw $4,000 or $5,000 for gold. Central banks are buying massive amounts of gold. People right now are flocking towards gold because of, this current war that's breaking out. And usually it's kind of funny, right? Like gold flies when wars happen. I don't understand why. I remember when like the Ukraine war broke out with Russia, we saw gold flying as well. So like it is what it is, right? I mean, if that's how people buy gold, it is what it is. But right now we saw a massive breakout, and I think this is going to continue going higher for gold. Let's take a quick look at DXY. Very interesting. It's continuing to chop, but I do believe that crypto right now is going to have the lead. And I would like to see us make a new low before making a new high, because most likely a new high would not be what we want. Because again, when DXY is going up, crypto is going down and vice versa. So we would like to see us continue falling. We are in this chop zone. So we'll see what happens. I mean, this chart is actually very, very neutral, but we'll see how the price action progresses, because again, last week was a very strong move to the upside here. So again, we're going to see what happens for DXY. And I think we saw the stock market open green today, so that was also very interesting. Where are you? Okay, so this is pretty much it right now. We're looking at the S&P. Do we come back down to the lows here? Would not shock me. 4,800 is not out of the picture in my opinion. But again, you know, this back-to-back sell-off are pretty big sell-offs, right? Like these candles are pretty heavy, and you know, I would not be shocked if we fell all the way down to 4,800 for a quick recovery or a quick bounce. But at the same time, you know, like because of the Fed and the way that they're playing, inflation is going crazy. So do we continue to see the market running? I mean, I don't know exactly how it's going to play out, but man, like the stock market is directly correlated with Bitcoin. So I guess, you know, we're going to see what happens. Some people say it's not even directly correlated to Bitcoin, the stock market, but like liquidity cycles. Like saw somewhere from like someone even smarter than me talking about how liquidity cycles and inflows and all this other stuff is being injected into the market, because again, when interest rates are high or low, they, you know, people are just dumping more market or dumping more money into the market, because again, when interest rates are like low, there's kind of more circulation of dollars into the market, right? And people are not trying to save and cut back and so on and so forth. Because again, I mean, like anybody else, right? Like you don't want to have many or like a lot of dollars in your bank account. You want to kind of have most of your money invested and working for you, right? So that's the logic there. But again, I don't want to make this video too long. I appreciate you guys for making it to the end of the video. Follow me on X if you're not. Appreciate you guys again for making it to the end. Like and sub if you haven't already. And as always, haru haru haru. Peace.